I'm telling you, if you see one movie this year, it's got to be this one. Sorry guys, I can't give great reviews to every movie I see. This one's only getting 3 bags of popcorn. I don't know what movies to see this weekend. Well, we're here to help. It's On Cinema at the Cinema with me, your host, Tim Heidecker. Hi everybody, my name is Tim Heidecker and I'm the host of On Cinema at the Cinema. It's my show where I talk about movies and review them and tell you which movies to see and which ones you should skip. It's a really great show and an honor to do it for you guys every week. And thank you for letting me do the show. And thanks to the website for putting it up. My guest today is Gregg Turkington.
Hey guys, good to be here. And congratulations, Tim, on so far a great season.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun talking movies with you. And we only have one movie today we're going to talk about. It's called The Croods. And that's not C-R-U-D-E-S, it's C-R-O-O-D-S. Directed by another directing team here. We got Kirk D'Amico and Chris Sanders, starring the voices of Nicolas Cage, Ryan Reynolds, and Emma Stone. Another wonderful, fun movie about the past, cavemen and whatnot. This is the world's first family must embark on a journey through new lands after the cave, which has always sheltered them, is destroyed. So obviously it starts from a place of sadness, but it's a lot of fun, and it's beautifully drawn, and it has a tremendous energy to it. One of my favorite movies of the year, Greg?
Yeah, I gotta say, thinking about this movie just makes me feel warm all over. It was a lot of fun. I went with a couple family members, and they had fun, and they're not professional critics or experts, but they know what they like, and they like this movie, and I like it too.
I love that. I love sort of coming off the high horse, you know, a little bit, and saying, oh, well, guess what? People of all ages, and not just, you don't have to be some hooty-tooty film critic or something like that. This is really for the people, by the people, and a great American film. Nicolas Cage's voice is so distinctive. I forgot that he was in this, and I went to go see it, and I go, who's the sound of that voice? Reminds me of Nicolas Cage. Lo and behold, it was. And his voice is so that's how distinctive it is.
He's an Academy Award winner, so he's not going to muck around. He's going to give you a good performance, whatever it is. And in this case, we're lucky to have him because this movie really sort of blew my mind. It was great.
And it's funny because this has always been a fantasy of mine, is what was it like back in the caveman days? You know, not just what we see from Flintstones, but actually what was it like? And this kind of bridges the gap where it's not just, it's not like a documentary, of course, but it's not as silly and ridiculous as the Flintstones. It's more grounded, but still with a lot of heart. Greatly drawn. I give it 5 bags of popcorn.
Well, I guess this is more like the Flintstones, but if you were to sort of hollow out stones and make popcorn containers out of that, that's what they would have done on the Flintstones, so I would give it 5 of those.
All right. I'm sorry, I have not slept.
So 5 tubs of popcorn.
All right, well now I'm very excited. This is a very special episode, and I should have said that in the beginning, that this is a very special episode. We're going to be doing a Stump the Buff. So we got the graphics for Stump the Buff. This is where we ask our esteemed film expert a series of trivia questions about the movies, and this is kind of neat. We have worked out with the thingx.com that they're going to be donating $500 for every question that Greg gets right to the American Cancer Society.
This is going to be fun,
yeah.
And I know we're going to go into 4 digits at least. So,
all right. Well, let's get it started with the first question here. Who was the cinema? I feel like I'm Alex Trebek or something. It's very cool for me too. All right. Now, first question is behind the lens. Yep. Who was the cinematographer for Robert Altman's Popeye?
Robert Altman was the director. So that I think that was Andrew Dunn, cinematographer Andrew Dunn.
Nope, sorry. It was Giuseppe Rotuno, French guy, Italian guy.
I think it was Andrew Dunn. He did have you seen the Steve? Well, we talked about the Steve Martin movie, A Simple Twist of Fate, which was a movie that we covered on this show.
All right. Well, speaking of Steve Martin, this is our second question. So we've 1 wrong so far, 0 money raised. Ready for your second question?
Yep.
How many movies, you'll like this one because I know you're a big fan of this guy. How many movies did Steve Martin make in the 80s? That's a good question. How many movies did Steve Martin make?
This is easy.
How many movies did Steve Martin make in the 1980s?
13. 13 movies.
Oh man, close. Unlucky 13, because the answer is 14. All right, 0 for 2.
No, it's 13. Are you counting the,
no, I didn't make
decade?
I didn't write these questions.
But are you? It's the decade.
These are from
I'm counting the decade the way a decade goes, which is from 1981 to 1990. That's 10 years. That's what I was counting, and that's where I got my number. So
right, well, I'm going by 14.
Right.
Yeah, the number's 14. So.
But that's not really the 80s. The 80s actually
I don't
go
think it
from
would make a difference. I think it would still be, your answer would be wrong no matter what. All right, third question. We've raised no money yet.
Well, we could have raised money if you worded the questions properly.
All right, third question. How do you spell, this is one of your favorite actors, you should know the answer to this one.
Okay.
How do you spell Richard Dreyfuss?
You're not going to throw it out on a technicality if I don't spell Richard too, like you threw out the last one on a technicality.
Yeah, I think you have to spell the whole name.
Just to make sure, it's R-I-C-H-A-R-D, and then it's D-R-Y-F-U-S, S or S? I think it's one S. F-U-S-S, F-U-S, F-U-S, jeez. F-U-S? Yeah, there's two S's. It's D-R-Y-F-U-S-S.
Okay, it's D-R-E-Y-F-U-S-S. So.
F-U-S-S, that's what I said.
I know,
so
E-Y, D-R-E-Y-F.
D-R-E. Oh, yeah.
Thought you'd get that one. All right, well, that's 0 for 3. Focus in. You're my buff. Let's just focus and get one of these right, 2 of these right, it'd be great. This one is an easy one. You'll get this one. Raise some money for the American Cancer Society. Ready? Who won Best Supporting Actor for his role in City Slickers?
Billy Crystal.
No.
Or supporting actor.
All right. Jack Palance is the correct answer.
Yeah, I thought you said best actor.
Okay.
It was a best actor Oscar.
No, Billy Crystal didn't win Best Actor anyway, so he starred in the movie. All right. Well, number 5. This is the final question. Let's see if we can raise $500 for the American Cancer Society, which I think they'd appreciate. All right. How many Oscars did the film Titanic win?
7.
11. Okay. Thanks for watching. Continue.